Hello again. We continue, or at least I continue down the road of life path numbers. I've finished all the 9 regular life path numbers. If you are curious, you can watch messages for those life paths. It's already been posted. And I've come now to the master numbers, and master number 11 is already been posted. So if that is your life path, highly encourage you to watch that video. It was a very beautiful message there. So we have 3 master numbers, as I said in that video. That is 11, 22, and 33. And now this is the reading for life path number 22, which is also my life path number. I have 2 life path numbers, so maybe you should check out your date of birth to see if you have 2 as myself. So life path number 22 is the master builder. So from life path number 11, that is only the intuitive, the sensitive, getting the vision. From that point of view, you are the continuance. You have already gotten this vision, and you are starting to build from this vision that you have had. And that is what at least I am trying to do. I'm trying to build up a community that is based on not only self-development, but understanding that there are more than meets the eye. We are unfortunately being presented with a way of living, a vision of living that is not aligned with yourself, and that is my theory. That is why we have so many people who get burned out, because they are not living with their authentic self. So with that said, of course, career choices for the master builder are entrepreneurs like myself, or a CEO with a company that, of course, align with the vision that you have. So maybe some kind of humanitarian work. Architect, maybe. I watched an interesting movie the other day with Alicia Silverstone amongst the actors. And you know, Alicia Silverstone, she vanished at some point from she was there, and suddenly she disappeared from from the screen. And maybe that was a choice, of course, because when you are very young, as she was, and are in the spotlight, of course it's not good. But yeah, she played an architect that build sustainable housing, you know, using solar energy as a resource of power, for example, compost toilets, making Christmas decoration from scratch, not buying manufactured things in the shop. So yeah, that was a little bit off the side, but maybe, yeah, something like that. Engineer, of course, engineering within sustainable things, yes, like solar energy. Philanthropist, and of course politician. So it was a little long intro, but I hope you enjoy. Let's see, what is the message for us who have life path number 22, the master builder. So, as I said, unfortunately, it was a little bit long intro, but I hope you survive. I like to speak. I like to talk because my other life path number is number 3, and that is the communicator. So yeah. With that said, let's rock and roll. Let's see. Flow with divine timing. And it's interesting that this card has number 11. 2 and 9 equals 11. Yeah. So there is something about it's now. It's of course the right time for this to happen. At least I feel for spiritually for me. I couldn't have done or had the vision about what I want to do if it was maybe 20 years ago, because we are in the Aquarian time, and because Pluto is in the sign of Aquarius, it's entering into that sign now. It has been in a little retrograde, but it's coming back now. So, and now it will stay in Aquarius for the next 20 to 25 years. So this is a significant period of time. And now you have many years to build this vision that you want. So if this is something about sustainable architecture or engineering, as I said in the intro, it's the time, of course, because it's so much focus on environmental energy, of course. We're all here to save the planet, but this is nothing. I must admit that this is nothing new, because I remember when I went to school in the early 90s, I was represented a video that now in 2025, or at least in the early 20s, it would be desert all over Eastern Europe, and it still isn't desert within Eastern Europe, and the temperature are actually the same. but yeah, with that said, without thinking of the materialistic industrial vision behind it, because of course there are some people who want to make money from this. Now, without talking about that, I think it's important that we focus more on taking care of Earth, taking care of the planet either way, because we have only this as we know, and we hope that planet Earth will endure at least for some more thousand years, maybe millions. So we have to do our bit to take care of the planet. Let's see further on. Making a difference, yes, of course. My inner light shines far and wide. And if you aren't aware of it, I maybe wanted to reject this at some point of period of my life, because I didn't know how to take care of my own energy. My energy was very scattered. I'm extremely sensitive, as I said in many of the other readings for the life path numbers. I absorb easily other people's energy, and when you don't understand what is going on, and yeah, you suck up other people's energy, and maybe they suck off your energy, because you are the one that shines. I have always been different, and I feel that I've been different, and I know I haven't been different because people they are drawn into the light that I send out. So I wanted to reject this because I felt drained. And when you are in a position in your life when you feel totally drained, and this is, yeah, but we are here to make a difference. We who are born into this life path number, we are here to build something for humanity, not for ourselves, but for humanity. And I'm trying to build up a community, but I need more members. Yeah, but I hope in the future that we will grow. Let's see. Cherishing self. I accept and love myself. Yes, of course. That is the prime thing. As I said, if you feel that your energy is scattered, as I talked about my own experience before, I was aware. When I started this spiritual healing journey, I had the concept of understanding that, of course, we are all surrounded by energy, and but what I call it at that point of time is, the chemical. You feel the chemical balance. Some people you like, and some people you don't like. And some people are like vampires and suck off your energy, and other people you get radiant from. But it all ends up to that you have to love you and accept yourself first before you have anything to give. And that is what I didn't do at some point. I even told myself I hated myself. Why couldn't I be like everyone else? I didn't like the way I looked. I didn't like the way I talked. I didn't like the way I thought. And yeah, the only thing that maybe helped me at some point, and maybe that is something for you too, that you should collect your energy. Sorry for the background noise. I don't know if there is some construction work in this building again. Dancing was the only thing that has helped me throughout all the years to collect my own energy and feel energized again. Just moving my body, or if not dancing, walking. I have walked miles and miles and miles and miles. Up until this summer, I ended up with a very, very large, long walk, and that was the end point for me. After that, I have totally lost the interest of walking. So yeah, maybe you too come to a point like that. I don't know. So yeah, you are at as all of us born in life path number 22, we are at the pivotal point right now. We haven't collected a lot of knowledge, and maybe still we are collecting a lot of knowledge about spiritual healing, about spiritual work, about maybe this sustainability, environmental thing, of course, energy like that, sustainable energy, sustainable living is still developing. And yeah, maybe in the future we will figure this out, but now it's still in its birth. And of course this is walking on a thin line, you know. Sorry for yeah, so with that said, you have to balance on because so many, as with at least what I am doing, because it provokes a lot of people. You know, I had an argument with my youngest son the other day, and he was telling me that no, you can't live of spiritual work. Why can't I live of spiritual work? A priest is a spiritual worker, and he or she still has his job. And is it easier to believe in Jesus than other type of energies that are surrounding us? Jesus was just a prophet, and he was only channeling the energy that we are surrounding ourselves with, and made it maybe more understandable at that point of time. But we as human beings have developed more since that point of time. In 2000 years, I really hope that we have developed intellectually and emotionally, and we understand that there are more things than Jesus surrounding us. So yeah, if a priest can have a living and still grow, why can't spiritual workers like myself do exactly the same? We are giving hope to the people that is in a period of time where people really need hope, and we are in despair. We are seeking answers that maybe religion can't give us. Yes, you did come out. I will explain. Wow. I will explain when I show you the card. So, we start with the King of Wands. Yes, you are, of course, the master builder. You are the natural leader. You are the one spiritually who will guide people through the desert, like Jesus. You are the one who will guide people through the desert into to find the oasis, because you know that, I'm not sure what it's called in English, but you know that, yeah, we can call it the hallucination. You know, when you have walked in the desert for quite some time, you can hallucinate that you find an oasis. But the truth is that often you literally find a green lung within all the sand and the draft. But we, as the master builder, the one that combines the intuitive vision with the practical energy, we are the one who will build a sustainability within the desert. So we will build an oasis within the desert and make it work. 8 of Wands, yes, wow. Fast moving energy, of course. We have two fiery energy here. And the fire is, of course, the passion, because but this is to me when not only that you have the passion for whatever vision you are working towards. It's the collaboration when you see, as for me, within my small community so far, unfortunately some have dropped off because they are not aligned with the vision and maybe not ready to work on themselves, of course. But those of you who have stayed, it's a beautiful thing how to see how you have developed from being unsure and insecure of yourself, and maybe feeling a little bit like you have no choice but to be stuck in the situation that you already are in, until opening up, and I have guided you towards taking charge of your own life, taking charge of your own mental state of mind, and igniting the fire within. And the last one, yes, this this is very interesting, because when I was shuffling the deck, this card was actually the card that was at the bottom of the deck. And I said to myself, okay, I have seen you, but I will shuffle one more time, because I know that you will come out. And here she is. Here it is, the card of success. Yes. For some of you, this is maybe building something, a group. Maybe, I don't know, I don't want to compare, because it's difficult to compare the work of Jesus and Christianity with any type of other vision. But I feel that within Christianity we have so many type of groups, and they have their interpretation of the Bible. You have the Jehovah's Witnesses, you have the Mormons, you have the Amish, right? So there are so many different type of groups within Christianity. So of course there are room for other type of spiritual communities, and leaving the Christian background out, or the religious background out. So we will reach success with this either way. Because underneath here, this is what we are radiating. We are radiating excuse me, we are radiating hope, and maybe using our communicative skills to of course radiate love and giving people their hopes and their dreams back. Yeah. By accepting and loving themselves and not being so hard. That is, of course, the vision. That each and every one of us have to love and accept ourselves for all the flaws, all the errors that we have done so far in our lives, for not being consciously clear, not making the right choices, etc., etc. Maybe for some of you, you regret that you didn't get an education, whatever this is for you. Or maybe this is, of course, prioritizing yourself. You have let others, you have lived for others. And yeah. Okay, thank you so much for watching this beautiful message for life path number 22. And I wish you who share the same life path number as me good luck with whatever you are building intuitively. And I'll see you again in another reading very soon. Bye for now.